In big letters up on a marquee outside the Charles Theater lies a message honoring one of the theater's biggest stars.
When they started using that promotional trailer for the Charles with this adorable dog in it, there was always this collective ah as people saw the dog on screen.
That dog is Humble, owned by one of the theater's former managers. The owners of the theater say Humble's owner, Bree, and another manager asked to create a welcome clip to put in front of the movies. They came up with this clip starring Humble getting off of a streetcar, walking through town and into the Charles Theater, enjoying some popcorn dropped on the floor before greeting the ticket taker and taking a seat in the theater. Mike Giuliano, who hosts the theater's Cinema Sundays, has seen the trailer countless times.
I could always sort of gauge, well, you haven't been here in a few years if you're only seeing it for the first time now. So it's really one of the quirky things that makes the Charles special in that respect. I mean, how many theaters would have a tradition like that of showing a trailer with, the manager's dog in it?
Now Mike and other moviegoers are remembering all the joy Humble brought as they learn about her loss. Her owner says she died peacefully at home on August 3rd after fighting several health issues, including a heart condition, pancreatitis, and severe degenerative joint disease. She was 10 years old. Her owner tells WBAL-TV 11 News, quote, "Humble was one of a kind. She spent her entire life bringing joy to just about every person she met, including greeting moviegoers at the Charles. Everyone who met her fell in love with her." The theater adding an extra slide to Humble's welcome clip, remembering one of their biggest stars.
When the dog passed away recently, I was actually at one of the screenings where people just first became aware of that, and there was a collective gasp of, oh, when the RIP went up after it, because I didn't know that either. When you have a theater like this, it's a community, isn't it? You have certain traditions and certain theater goers I know by sight, if not always by name, and the dog was very much a part of that.
And the owners here at the Charles Theater say they will continue running the trailer starring Humble.